unit assume responsibility at Unit 35 to relieve the SWAT officers.
I've been in custody, time at 12:46.
Go ahead, terminating attack.
That's clear. Terminating TAC 1 at 12:59.
In this press release from Lieutenant Steve Dorsch with the Baytown Police Department, on December 4th at 6:53 a.m., officers responded to a disturbance at the Verve Apartments in the 3200 block of Garth. Upon arrival, officers learned the complainant had been in an altercation the previous night with her boyfriend, identified as 22-year-old Eric Saldivar, who lives with the complainant in the complex. This altercation resulted in the complainant leaving the apartment and going to stay with her father, who lives in the same complex, in an effort to allow the situation to de-escalate. Early this morning, Saldivar went to the complainant's father's apartment to confront the complainant. Saldivar began attempting to force his way into the apartment while threatening to shoot the complainant and her family. Saldivar would return to his apartment prior to officers arriving and refused to come out, while the complainant and her family stayed in the father's apartment. Officers would also learn that Saldivar reportedly had several firearms inside his apartment. Officers contacted the Harris County District Attorney's Office and advised them of the case, at which time charges of burglary with intent to commit assault and terroristic threats were accepted on Saldivar. Based on these charges, the threats made by Saldivar, the report of Saldivar being in possession of firearms out of concern for the safety of the complainant and her family, and the fact Saldivar refused to come out of the apartment, Baytown SWAT and hostage negotiators were called to the scene. After several hours of negotiations, negotiators were able to successfully convince Saldivar to exit the apartment and surrender, at which time he was taken into custody. Saldivar was ultimately transported to the Baytown jail, where he was booked on the burglary and terroristic threats charges.